Hey you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You a owner.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Another excuse. Okay, I heard you. It's time to take responsibility, take accountability, and take ownership of your life. Listen to this podcast with me, Rey Grandoit, and learn how to be resilient. What do I know about being resilient, huh? Well, 26 years living with a disability, and I'm still owning it.
What's up, owners? This is Rey Grandoit. Hope everybody had a great weekend. My week was great. Been doing a lot: rock climbing, cycling, going to the gym. Very rewarding, but at the same time, it's punishing, and it hurts, and it's painful, and most of the time, I don't feel like doing it. But the reality is, I had a great experience rock climbing. My third time, did a challenging climb, and I felt like I was on cliffhanger. And a lot goes with rock climbing. It's like you gotta have a plan where you're gonna put your hands. And for me, it's really a whole bunch of pull-ups at different times. And so it's quite a bit of a challenge because I'm not using my legs. And a perfect example to put it, you exert energy. And energy sometimes could be referred to as money. So say if I make a move, let's just call that 25 cents. It's 25 cents of energy. Then I make another move, let's just say it's a 50% energy, like a jab. And let's say I make a 75% energy. Let's just say that's a hook. 100% energy would be like an uppercut. And so for me, most of my moves are like pull-ups. And I would say it's about 50 cents worth of energy. Man, takes a lot of energy to keep giving 50, 50, 50, 50. So like a 25-cent boxing, analogy, you give 25-cent energy. Boom, boom, you give a lot of those because it doesn't exert much energy. And for me, I'm exerting a lot of energy with practically every move. And so for me, the mental fortitude is at an all-time high. It's like going through a boulder, a mountain, every single move. Can be exhausting. It's like a gut check. I'm challenging myself and I get punched in the gut. You think you can do this? Do you really think you can do this? And then I can't look down. I was talking to myself, keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up. Because once I look down, my mind goes where I look. And then also where my mind goes, my body goes. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't let go, don't let go. Hold on, don't let go. The more I hold on, the more I'm suffering. The more my body is telling me, give up. And my mind is just me against the wall. And the wall is undefeated. It's like looking yourself in the mirror and giving your best. And your best wasn't good enough. On the contrary, who's the judge? Because the beautiful thing is I did succeed. I made it about 50 to 60% of that wall. And I gave it everything I had. And my arms felt like jelly. Giving me the stanky leg straight up. And I had a new belayer, if that's what you call it, which is James. Shout out to James. Great guy. Helped me out. I had to trust him because my usual belayer Josh wasn't there. But it's all good because the Catalyst Sports is definitely supportive. And everybody there was supportive to support me on that climb because they found a climb that would challenge me. And they searched the whole facility or half the facility to see which one will challenge me that's not going to impact my legs, my knees, because my knees were scraping against the wall, the rock climbing wall. Quite a challenge. But one thing I can say, it's definitely building resilience in me. It's unrealistic expectation. But the type of guy that I am, I do it until I succeed. And I keep trying new things. And I believe, and I did it. And after that climb, I felt energized. I felt like I conquered the world. But during it, I felt like a butthead. Because, like, why in the world am I doing up here? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I challenging myself to the max? And like Josh said, Ray, the reason you do it is because you love yourself. I got to empty the bucket all out. Because the goal is, when it's time for me to say bye-bye and hello, I want to know that I gave everything that was inside of me out to the world, because it was put inside of me to share, and sharing is caring. So as I reflect and I look at the perspective on what did I learn, you got to do what you can do. Because when I was on that wall at the top where I knew it was my max, I listened to my body and I trusted my gut, even when I got gut checked. And it was really an ego check to say, everybody's cheering me on. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Why would I keep going if my body's telling me, no, you maxed out? Because I maxed out, I did a little bit more. I was like, oh, that's it. So I disposed of the ego and listened to myself. And I said, that's it, I'm done. So what is your mountain? What is your best? What is it that's calling you to accomplish? Is it going to the gym? Writing the book? Journaling? Kayaking? Taking a walk? Going to therapy? Stop smoking? Stop drinking? Going to church? Building a relationship with God? Surrendering your soul to Jesus? Breaking up with that toxic person? What is it? What is it for you? I don't know. Only you can answer that question. But one thing that I do know, once you face that mountain, you got to climb it. And once you get to the top, the finish line is where I begin. I guarantee you there's going to be another mountain to climb that's totally different. Totally, 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 totally different. And sometimes you got to walk away from that mountain or from that tree to fight again. Because that mountain may not be for you to climb. How interesting. Everybody doesn't need to climb every mountain. In other words, there's some fights that you just don't need to fight. And keep your mouth shut and listen. Listen to that sweet voice calming you and telling you where to go and what to say and what to do. Believe me, I know there's many mountains that I climb I wish I never had. Because once I got to the top, I thought it was a blessing. It was a burden. And that's where the ego check needs to be disposed. Because I didn't listen to my gut. Listening to the instinct that tells you to go left, tells you to go right, tells you to stop, tells you to turn your butt around. Do not go that way. Caution, warning. However, some people can get overzealous and take that little voice and turn it into their own. And turn around for everything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the impossible is possible when you believe. Because just know that you can do it. It's just up to you. Just make sure you're doing the right thing. And that's why it's important to try new things. Because the mountain that I climbed was a grade 5.9 plus. The first accent was Amanda. Setter, don't know. And it was a fitness. I did it. And I believe you can too. Because sometimes I feel like my body's breaking down and I'm just hanging on like a thread. But I decide to wake up and I decide to go through the pain of working out, rock climbing, cycling, doing what I need to do to be in shape, eating right, and to keep going and to keep growing. And in order to grow, you got to go through the process. The finish line is where I begin. So I just want to encourage everyone out there in the world to know that God sees you, He hears you, and don't give up. Because I know suffering is not easy. And I'll talk about that on the next episode. What do you do when you're suffering? How do you deal with it? How do you overcome it? What was your process, Ray? I'll talk about that next time. Until then, make sure you log on to reygrandoit.com. Put in your email address. Stay connected with me. Merch. All do new things. REY Grandoit, GRANDOIT. And appreciate y'all. Just remember, you was born to inspire. So own it and own your inspiration.